I-clarify ko lang, no? Baka magsasabi kayo na nasa batas ba talaga yung manual counting? Kung basahin nyo po, yung pinakauna nating Omnibus Election Code po, nandun na po yan, Section 210 yan sa Omnibus Election Code, na kailangan yung mga balota, basahin, may unimpeded view yung mga watchers po, at saka kailangan naka-record po yung mga resulta. Okay? Nung pinasa po yung Republic Act 6646, basahin yung Section 12 po yan ng Republic Act 6646. Tapos, sa Republic Act 7166, nandun din yan siya, na dapat may unimpeded view yung mga watchers doon sa balota. Na-amend lang yan ng Republic Act 8436. Kasi nga po, doon sa Republic Act 8436 na napasa noong December 22 of 1997, full automation na po yun. Pero ibinalik yan under Section 31 of Republic Act 9369 noong January 23 of 2007. Tapos, yung Section 31, pare-pareho ang wording doon sa Republic Act 7166, RA 6646, and Section 210 of the Omnibus Election Code. Yan po ang batas. Kaya nga po, gusto namin ma-implementa yan, at saka gaya ng sinabi ng ating magiting napakagaling na abogado sa Attorney Raul Lambino, no? Yan po yung doktrina na yon na it may be moot and academic, no? David versus Arroyo ang first decision yan. Yung kung constitutional issues na may grave abuse of discretion or capable of repetition yet evading review. Eto, this is capable of repetition yet evading review kasi baka sa 2028 mangyayari na naman ito. So kailangan na meron talagang directive ito na hindi na ito mangyayari, kaya ipa-manual recount natin ito para malaman natin, manual count ito para malaman natin yung resulta talaga ng election. Kasi sa totoo lang, honestly, to be honest, no? Kami talaga nagtataka kasi yung kay Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, grabe naman, uniform 42 in 24 areas, statistically improbable yan. Parang tinamaan talaga si Pastor. Tapos nilagay pa yung mga boto, 5 million lang. Grabe naman, no? So, ang sa amin ay para ma-erase yung mga doubt na yan. Ipahiya niyo si Pastor, nangyari na yan, pahiyang-pahiya na yan, nakakulong na yan. Ano pang gusto nyo? Premise na lahat ng mga pondo ng mga kumpanya na affiliated sa kanya, nakakulong na siya, nagkasakit na, tapos dito sa eleksyon, pinahiya niya siya, nilagay sa number 42 in 24 different sites. Ano pang kulang? Okay, nakuha na niyo lahat? Ngayon naman, pagbigyan niyo kami. Kung pwede, i-manual count natin. Para naman, magkaalaman, yun ang batas eh. Kailangan natin na ma-implementa yung batas. Tinuturo po natin sa law school. The essence daw of democracy, and it is exemplified because Demos Kratos, rule of the people, it is exemplified in the ability of a state to allow its citizens to freely vote its officers or their officers. Pero hindi na pala ngayon. Hindi lang to freely vote, to ensure likewise that their votes are counted. Democracy is pointless if we cannot ensure that the votes of the populace, the votes of the voters, are not really and honestly, credibly counted. That is the essence of our call, because this is the only time by which we can say that the power of the people is really exercised through the voting process. And we should ensure, COMELEC should ensure that such process should be sacrosanct. And it is the job and bounden duty of the Commission on Elections under the 1987 Constitution that such happens. That the results of the election should be accurate and credible. And since there is a cloud of doubt, it's like a sword of Damocles hanging over the head of the powers that be in the Commission on Elections. There is a cloud of doubt as to its integrity, as to its truthfulness, the results thereof. Then it is incumbent upon the Commission on Elections to arrest this doubt, to erase this doubt, and conduct a manual count implement the law as it should be implemented. That is our humble and ardent cry and clamor that COMELEC should do it.
Any more questions, please?
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Malinaw na ho yung panawagan nyo na dun sa manual recount. Sakali hong hindi pagbigyan ng COMELEC yung panawagan at kahilingan nyo, anong legal move ang gagawin ng grupo nyo?
Nasabi namin kanina, next week, we will file a supplemental petition or appropriate pleading to the Supreme Court, essentially stating the matters that we have stated here, including a call, ay mandamus, no? Pareho na i-implement yung Section 31 nga, na mag-conduct ng manual counting, no? I-order yung Commission on Elections to perform its duty under the 1987 Constitution. Kasi nasa batas eh. Hindi po pwede na nasa batas, hindi mo i-implementa. Ang sasabihin nila, since 2010, hindi naman tayo nag-manual counting eh. Nasabi ko na rin, Article 7 of the Civil Code provides that laws are only amended by subsequent laws. And its non-use, non-practice is not an excuse for its non-implementation. Even if there is a custom to the contrary, even if there is a practice to the contrary, it is still the mandate of the COMELEC to implement what should be implemented. And since Section 31 mandates that there should be manual counting, dapat ginawa po nila yun.
Okay. Sige po.
If I may respectfully add, more than what we can do now, I would like to reiterate my earlier call, yung mga natulungan ng malaking bahagi ni Pangulong Duterte sa kanyang pag-endorso. Ganun din, ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, we should lead a whole-of-nation approach in really overhauling our election system. At nandyan naman sila sa Senado, at nandyan sila sa Kongreso, at magbabantay naman ang sambayan ng Pilipino on how they will respond dito sa napakalawak na irregularities at anomalya na nasaksihan nating lahat ngayong 2025 midterm election. Kanya, more than the pending case or petition before the Supreme Court, importante yung mga natulungan ng malaking bahagi ng endorsement ni Pangulong Duterte at ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. It's time for them to rise to the occasion at talagang suriin ano ba yung kinakailangan gawin in preparation for the presidential election in 2028. So that we have to really start early para hindi na tayo babalik doon sa vicious cycle na kinulang sa oras, kinulang sa panahon. Let's begin early. Ngayong pagbubukas ng 20th Congress, yung mga senador natin at yung mga kongresista, again, na natulungan ng malaking bahagi ng pag-endorso ni Pangulong Duterte at ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, dapat ang mag-champion ng mga panukala na bumalik na tayo, reinforce the existing laws, and really overhaul the electoral system that we're experiencing now, at bumalik tayo sa manual count at the precinct level at ang automated na lamang ay yung transmission ng resulta mula sa precinct level papunta sa National Board of Canvassers and the COMELEC authorized servers. Nang sa ganon, matuldukan na natin itong ilang dekada at wag sanang maging henerasyon na problema paulit-ulit tuwing eleksyong matatapos. We are always questioning and in doubt as to the integrity and the credibility, the accuracy of the election that the election conducted.
Okay. If I may add to what Attorney Torion and Attorney Rodriguez have said about possible legal remedies that would be available in the event na talagang hindi pakikinggan ng COMELEC ito Kasi sasabihin nila, ano na yan, we are now sitting as a National Board of Canvassers, so all we have to do is just ministerially count itong mga certificate of canvass coming from different provinces and cities all over the country, at saka yung mga different election posts abroad and yung mga districts dito sa Metro Manila. Totoo naman yun, tama yun. No? In the same manner, sabi ni Atty. Torion that we are going to file whatever supplemental pleadings with the pending petition we already filed before the Supreme Court, which is also correct. And then Atty. Vic mentioned about the legislative remedies that may be introduced by our allies in Congress and in the Senate, who have been supported by President Duterte and Vice President Sara. But I think there is one other legal remedy that we can explore pursuant to the provision of the Constitution on the right of information on matters of public concern. Because we have the right to know the actual event or the actual information of what transpired in those overvotes. So we are thinking of filing a petition before the COMELEC, not as a National Board of Canvassers, but as a commission. We have to do that kasi meron tayong tinatawag po na exhaustion of administrative remedies. Hindi kami pwedeng dumiretso kagad sa Supreme Court. We cannot also file that in the Senate Electoral Tribunal because we are not filing an election protest. What we can do is file the corresponding petition, which we are going to study very carefully the rules of the COMELEC. Petition for the COMELEC to count these overvotes of 16.8 million. For sure, the COMELEC will deny probably our petition. But our petition will now have the basis to file the necessary petition up to the Supreme Court on a petition for certiorari under Rule 65 of the Rules of Court, which is a special civil action. Dahil hindi naman po ito magiging forum shopping because this will be a new petition, it is a new cause of action, different from the same petition that we earlier filed before the Supreme Court. So we are thinking of that, we are anchoring our cause of action on the right of information of the people on matters of public concern pursuant to the Bill of Rights of the Constitution. So pwede po namin gawin yon, specifically targeted only on the 16.8 million overvotes. Kasi talaga hindi ako naniniwala na ganun karami yung overvotes na yan. Kung ang overvotes siguro ay nasa mga 2 million lang, I can say na talaga siguro nagkamali yung 2 million. Pero 16.8 million, ganun karami ang Pilipino na hindi marunong bumoto. At samantalang ginagawa na natin to every 3 years. For the past how many elections already? I think it is statistically improbable that 16.8 million Filipinos ay hindi nila alam ng tamang pagboto sa halalan. So yun po yung pwede po natin gawin na isang legal remedy.
This is the beauty if you have many brains working together. Another legal remedy which may be offensive, and I hope that the winning senators and the incumbent senators will not be offended, is to request for a Senate investigation in aid of legislation. Now, I think this was proposed a while ago, I think 7 days ago prior to the election by one of the candidates then for senatorial position. And this is one of the remedies para makita talaga natin, patawag yung mga concerned election officers at saka makita natin kung ano yung mga depekto talaga via a Senate investigation in aid of legislation. Baka marami pa tayong makita doon during the investigation at saka sana honest to goodness na Senate investigation. Kasi ito ang sa tingin ko lang, in my humble view, ang pinakamabilis at saka pinaka-epektibo na paraan para makita natin yung for example, anong nangyari doon kay Attorney Raul Lambino, bakit nagkaganoon? Na yung kanyang boto hindi na-reflect. May problema ba talaga sa sistema ng Miro yun? O anong nangyari doon sa online voting? Bakit pag boto nila, iba ang lumalabas sa, sa resibo? Kailangan may mga sagot ito. At ang pinakamabilis na sa tingin ko na magkaroon tayo ng sagot dito ay yung Senate investigation. Sana po sa mga senador na iproklama siguro bukas at saka sa mga senador na ngayon ay meron pong hakbang na gawain ito sa pinakamadaling panahon po.